belief, the confidence that we're vibrating within Chelsea right now, the belief in the team, the support that we're having, the intensity, the results, the performances, Thomas Tuchel's tactical prowess, his demeanour, his belief in our team. Can Chelsea go all the way? Are Chelsea favourites for the Premier League title? I know, say it quietly, whisper it, but can Chelsea do the Invincibles? I know it's 5 games in, it's September, but the way that we are performing as it stands, nothing can stop us at this moment in time. We seem to be unbeatable. We'll be delving into that. It will be more of a talking point video, delving into Thomas Tuchel's tactics in regards to yesterday, in relation to yesterday. We'll be also reading out a lot of stats in regards to yesterday and in the past few weeks, as well as since Thomas Tuchel has arrived at Chelsea. But can Thomas Tuchel be our greatest ever manager? What do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and without further ado, let's get straight into this talking point video. And now, starting off with Thomas Tuchel's record against the Big Six. Thomas Tuchel is now officially unbeaten in 6 straight away games against the Big Six. 1-0 victory against Tottenham last season against Jose Mourinho. A 1-0 win away at Anfield against Liverpool back in March against Jurgen Klopp. 2-1 victory away at the Etihad against Pep Guardiola in the Premier League in May. 2-0 victory away to Arsenal this season, game week 2, and the 1-1 draw against Liverpool in game week 3 at Anfield, and now yesterday's result against Tottenham, 3-0 at White Hart Lane at Spurs' brand new stadium. The guy he's inevitable, he's unmatched, he's unbeatable. This guy is a genius, man, and I was crying out for this guy during Lampard. I don't want to say I told you so, but it really seems to be that way. I knew his genius in terms of tactics. I knew he was one of the best tacticians. Did I think he was going to be this good? To be honest with you, no, I didn't think it'd be this good. I knew he would have some sort of an impact, but this is just outstanding. This is absolutely staggering, and that record speaks for itself. How can you have not lost a game so far away to Big Six? For me, it's unbelievable, and the majority of those are clean sheets. Another one, since Thomas Tuchel has taken charge, Chelsea have kept more clean sheets, in brackets 15 clean sheets, than they have conceded goals in the Premier League. That is an outstanding stat. It completely, I'm flabbergasted because it blows my mind how you've kept more clean sheets than conceded goals. The guy walked in on the 26th of January. We've played nearly 25 Premier League games, and you're telling me we've kept more clean sheets in comparison to conceded goals. And to take that into context, 5 of those was against one team, against relegation West Brom, and that was a complete freak result because of the red card in the game. Completely different story. You have to take context into it as well. So technically that's unbelievable. 15 clean sheets and only conceded 14 goals. You can't name me another team with such a good defensive solidity, so robust, so compact defensively. And so far this season, as we know, 5 Premier League games played, 4 wins, 1 draw, 12 goals scored, 1 goal conceded. What a start to the season, including 3 away games to Big Six rivals. Now, I hear Liverpool fans crying on a consistent basis. Liverpool fans crying on social media last night, oh, why are Chelsea getting all the hype? Even though we've got the same points, even though we've got the same goal difference. I'll tell you exactly why we've got the hype. It is because we've played tougher opponents. Out of the Big Six, we've already played 3 of them away from home. You couldn't break us down with 10 men. It's an embarrassment. We had 10 men, you're at home in front of your fans, and you couldn't break us down. You're supposed to be this free-flowing attacking team, and apparently we are this defensive, park-the-bus team with 7 defenders and 3 defensive mids. Let it suit you. Let it suit you. At the end of the day, it just proves that we are not as defensive as you say. It just means that we have a defensive block. We're compact in defence, robust. We don't allow spaces in between the lines. We don't allow movement from the opposition players. We man-mark players out the game. We're compact. We're very resolute in defence. But going forward, we're devastating. We're devastating on the break. We're devastating on the counter, and even in possession we are devastating because we've got press resistant players, we've got players that are technical in tight spaces, and we can cause damage to teams. It's as simple as that. We're resilient, we're determined, and we've got a fantastic shape, and this is all down and credit to Thomas Tuchel, the mastermind. So you can't come in and start crying and saying we're defensive. We're not, because we scored the same amount of goals as you. So explain that one. And we played tougher teams. So I don't understand what you're trying to say here. And we had 10 men against you. So, you know, and we got Man City after that, and after that we can relax because then we got, you know, a lot more easier fixtures. But it's a credit. It's a credit to Thomas Tuchel for what he's done, what he's implemented into this team ever since he's walked in. As I said, Chelsea have kept more clean sheets than they've conceded goals in the league under Tuchel. In all competitions, here's the stats. In 24 games, we conceded 0. In 11 games, we conceded 1. In one game, we conceded 2. And in one game, we conceded 5. Unbelievable, man. I just want to kiss the guy. The guy is fantastic. It's just a phenomenal job he's done so far, and long may it continue. And breaking down, going, delving a bit deeper into yesterday's game. Of course, I had my review out. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But I didn't really delve too much into tactics. And the reason why I won the game yesterday, mainly down to Thomas Tuchel, is what he did in terms of tweaks at halftime, those tactical tweaks. The tactical analysis and priors demonstrated at halftime by Tuchel, for me, was unbelievable, and a huge amount of credit has to go to him because it was absolutely tremendous. The tactical tweaks in the second half basically changed the complete complexion of the game. So initially implemented that 3-4-2-1 formation, but then he changed the shape in the formation in the second half to 3-5-2, bringing on N'Golo Kante for Mason Mount. So essentially what this did was N'Golo Kante has the intensity, he has the energy, he has the high press. Mason Mount was knackered, he didn't have a good first half, rightly so, he deservedly was taken off. Now what happened was, because Mason Mount was too further forward, he was more of a shallow striker, there was that gap in between the midfield line and the attack. Now, what this meant was that we couldn't create chances. There was no creative outlet because there was that disparity. By introducing N'Golo Kante in a game with his dribbling ability, his press resistance, and of course his energy, this linked our midfield with the attack, thus allowing us to create more opportunities. And the alternation of our wing backs of Marcos Alonso and Azpilicueta meant that it was pulling Spurs players out of position. You saw this for the first goal. Marcos Alonso pinged it from the right wing back position. They were alternating in the wing back wing back spots, because what happened essentially in the first half was, due to our wing backs being slow, Alonso and Azpilicueta, we know, are not renowned for their pace. Of course they're not. Chilwell and Reece James are superior when it comes to speed, but basically, because our wing backs haven't got the pace, nor have they got the acceleration, they weren't stretching the play. This meant that our fake attacking 10s, our attacking mids in your Mason Mount and your Kai Havertz's, they were left in uncomfortable positions where they're supposed to be operating in the lines, in the half spaces, where they're supposed to be disrupting and breaking those low blocks of Tottenham and creating chances alongside Lukaku. But what's happening was, because our wing backs weren't stretching play, this meant that Havertz and Mount were essentially coming deeper to receive the ball, and this was then leaving Lukaku isolated because he had no service whatsoever in the first half, and we're getting completely overrun. We had to sustain that press throughout the whole first half, and as I said, because they were left in uncomfortable positions, Havertz and Mount, as a result, had a poor game, and that's where it will change with Kante being introduced. He had that link with Kai Havertz and Lukaku. Lukaku got much better service. Havertz got much better service, but again, he still had a poor game. Our wing-backs were getting joy, and we completely dismantled Tottenham from then on. So again, credit to the team and credit to Thomas Tuchel, because that is a tactical masterclass. That stems from a mastermind. He saw things weren't working. A normal manager, a normal average manager, doesn't make changes like that at halftime. What he does, he waits until the 60th minute, he waits until the 65th, the 70th minute to make those substitutions. Thomas Tuchel says, nope, I can see it's not working. We're making changes now because we need to get these 3 points. We've got a title to win. We got a title to win. And this leads me to my final point. I'm deadly serious now. Chelsea are favourites for the title, alongside Liverpool, alongside Man City. Is there a long way to go? Of course there is. However, with the style of football, the way that we're performing, the results that we're obtaining, for me, there is no reason why we can't win the Premier League. We're champions of Europe at the end of the day. These players have got a taste of silverware. They've got the taste of winning. So for me, that's out the way. Now we're joint top of the table with Liverpool, same goal difference. We've had tougher fixtures. Let's see. As I said this early, it's only been 5 games, but I think that Chelsea are favourites for the title, and that's rightly so. Invincibles, very early for that. Very early for that, of course. Arsenal, that's a tremendous record that they kept, the only club to ever do the Invincibles. It was done only once. We nearly done it the year after by losing 1 game. Liverpool nearly done it a couple of years ago by losing 1 game, and so did Man City, but no team ends up doing it. I think that we can only talk about Invincibles, in April time, because that's when, the season is coming to an end. At the moment, it's too early. We're going to be heading into a tough Christmas season where we're going to be playing games every 2-3 days. We're going to have to rotate heavily. The weather's going to be cold. Players aren't going to be up for it. There's going to be injuries. So for me, it's a bit early for that. But, in life, nothing's impossible. So for me, who knows? We could definitely do it. But again, the final question is, can Thomas Tuchel be our Grade 7 manager? This is the question that I'm posing to you guys right now. If Chelsea win the Premier League, if Chelsea win the Club World Cup this season under Thomas Tuchel, my question to you guys is, does Thomas Tuchel surpass Jose Mourinho in being our greatest ever manager? That means he would have won the Champions League, the Premier League, Club World Cup and Super Cup? Or do you think that he still needs to win a bit more to surpass Jose Mourinho as our greatest ever manager? Personally, for me, I think Club World Cup, Premier League, and maybe an FA Cup, then for me he surpasses Jose Mourinho. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.